Hello Steelers, and welcome back to another game of Stalingrad. This is my ongoing campaign. This is scenario 3 of 15, I think, in total. This is, let me just tell you this, as I say, is scenario 15. It is called Defending the Lighthouses, I think. This is for those who've got the game. I'm currently playing 031, Defend the Lighthouses. So the Soviets are defending because they, in our last game, you will remember, it was a Soviet victory. So this has changed the game state. So they're going to hopefully hold on and be victorious in this game, in this particular game as well. So I'm just trying to find some of the information for you here. It's quite a simple one. As I say, the Germans are pretty much attacking. They've got to capture some of these points. The Soviets pile them onto the victory points area, and they've got to get 12 of them. The Germans have got to control 3 of them. They control them by basically being on the square itself. We've added a couple of extra cards into the deck. The Soviets in particular have got 3 snipers, so they've unlocked their unlock deck, so we've put some 3 snipers in. The Germans on the other hand have also got their 3 snipers from the previous game, but more interestingly, the Germans have now got 2 bombers, so they've got 2 Stukas as well as part of this attack. So that is going to be an interesting thing, and they actually start in the opening deck as well of the Germans. So what I'll do, change up the cameras as always, show you the table, and we'll get this game started and see if the Germans can capture the 9th of January square. So here we have the map set up, ready to go. So as I say, this is a German attack. They're trying to push back against the Soviets, having won last time. We've got these here, which are the mission points. So there's 2 mission points here. So basically the Germans are going to be making a beeline for both of these. This is Zablodski's and Pavlov's houses. Every time that at the start of the Soviet turn, they will, if the Soviet riflemen counter and there's no German combat counters, they place a mission point token in these. So they've got to basically hold these for as long as they can. However, at the start of the Germans' turn, for each tile with 1 or more mission points and a German rifleman counter, they can take a mission point from that tile and place it in front of them. The Germans have got to get 3. The Soviets have got to get 12. So basically the Soviets have got to hold on for 6 turns without having any Germans in there, and the Germans have got to push in and get them. So that's kind of what it's forcing us to do. Here are the bombers. So they have an attack 2 against unarmoured targets, and then they also have an attack 3 against any buildings, and then it says they remove at the end of scenario. So that's basically how they work. The Germans have got the starting initiative, so I'm just going to give these cards a good shuffle up first of all, so I haven't done that yet. They're both starting with a baseline card deck, apart from the Germans who've got those 2 bombers in there. Baseline card deck, just to, if you couldn't remember, it is a platoon sergeant, 2 platoon leaders A and B, 1 scout and 1 rifleman, 1 scout and 1 rifleman from A and 1 from B. I've put in some of the better ones, the upgrades that I've got. Left some of the reserves out for both sides, just because. Oh, and 2 fog of war cards on each side as well, just because I want them both to have a pretty good chance. So we start 1, 2, 3, then 4. And same over here. We go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then initiative. German fog of war. Soviets get the initiative with their riflemen. So we flip that over. So Soviets starting with Scout A, Scout B, and also Squad Leader B as well. Squad Leader B is going to bolster for 2, and we're actually going to get 2 machine gunners. So I'm going to put those in. And then they've got Scout A and B. Now, should we push out a line to stop the Germans? I think that's probably a reasonable thing to do. So the first one, Scout B, is going to come out here, so that's going to cause a fog of war card to come into their deck. That's Scout B. He's actually got Scout 2, so he could push on a bit further. No, I'm just going to leave him there, and then Scout A is going to do the same thing as well. I just want to give sorry, riflemen. I want to give them just a little bit of impetus to be able to move about. I know it's taking in fog of war cards, but it is what it is at this point. Right, so the Germans, they have Scout A, Platoon Sergeant, and Rifleman B. Platoon Sergeant, he could either command and draw 2 more cards. Don't think I want to. I want him to bolster actually, because we're going to need to get some riflemen in, aren't we? So I'm going to get one. I'm going to take a rifleman from A, a sniper, and also a rifleman from B as well. These are just average lads, so I'm going to take those for the sergeant. We've got Scout A over here. Now he can scout 2, so he will. We'll go 1, 2. Let's just get out here as quick as we can, so that gives them a fog of war card. And then they've got Rifleman B as well, so we'll push him into there. At least that puts him in cover as well in what the Vorntog. Right, so end of turn 1. Let's just get these up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See what we've got. 7 for 7. So the Soviets keep the initiative for this turn. And they've got Platoon Sergeant, Rifleman, and Fog of War. Right, once again, we're in a bit of a pickle here. So they're going to take 2 machine gunners. This is from the Platoon Sergeant. So I'm going to get rid of that Fog of War because I'm not drawing any cards from these command. So that was 2 machine gunners, and then we are also going to take a sniper as well. Get them in there. Then we've got Rifleman B. I did forget actually at the start of the turn, these should already be on here. Those I should have put those in first of all, and then at the start of their next turn, those on there as well. So they've already got 2 on because it's the start of their turn. I did forget. So Rifleman B, well, let's take a plug at Scouts, shall we? So we are firing 1. We've got 1, 2 away. It's a 5. He's got no protection there. It's an open area. So basically that's a 7 up on the D10. So we'll look. 2 missed. No effect. Worth a try though. And now it gets interesting. We've got Rifleman A and also Scout B and also the bomber as well. Well, in this case, let's get that bomber doing something, shall we? So it is going to bomb, and it's going to bomb Zabodunsky's house. So it's a 2 attack against there. They're going to be on a 3. They're saving 1 to 4, so that becomes a 7 up. 2 dice, 8 and a 2. So that has killed one of the Rifleman B. Got to take it from there, so that's killed him straight out. That is Grigori Angelora. So he's been killed, but the first attack. We've got Rifleman A. I'm going to move him forward into this area here. Then Scout B. We want to get him up 1, 2. We need to be pushing in to get those areas. He's just going to do that, so that's another Fog of War card for those Germans. That's him done. Right, let's count out. We've got 1, 2, 3, so I'm going to need to shuffle up the Germans and just draw 1 extra. So there we go, there's a German extra card, and then we've only got 1, so I'm going to need to shuffle up for the Soviets. Yeah, I've completely forgotten about the mission points bit, but oh well, we're back on track now, and that's the most important thing. Right, so 1, 2, 3 extra for the Soviets. Let's see who gets it. Rifleman beats the sniper, so the Germans take the initiative. It means the Soviets aren't putting those on, so let's put in the monitor. They've got a bomber and a squad leader and a Fog of War. Fog of War, I'm going to have to get rid of that because squad leader can't get anybody out. But he's squad leader B. Let's get a couple of riflemen out because I want them doing something. So they're going in. And then that bomber is once again going to attack Rifleman B again. So 7 up. 9 and a 10, yes, so that is a hit. Is there a Rifleman B in there? No. Is he in their discard pile? No. Is he in their deck? So I need a Rifleman B out. Have they got one? No, they don't. So that has actually removed that rifleman from there. So that's going to stop them putting units on. So that's not good for the Soviets, is it? Straight away. So it's their turn. Okay, I just got that wrong. They're not destroyed, they're routed. And what happens when you're routed is the enemy can move them. It's not changed anything. The enemy can move them to a space next to, adjacent that has been scouted. If they get another hit before there's any more units that they can get rid of, then they will be taken off the board and completely routed. So, but still the Germans have basically moved him off. Nothing else has changed. The Soviets at the start of their turn, they get another point over here, giving them 5 so far. I've turned the cards over so you can see anyway. We've got Fog of War, a Scout, a Platoon Sergeant still. So I'm just going to replay that Soviet turn. Just a slight mistake I made there, but never mind. So given that, the Platoon Sergeant is going to bolster, and he's going to bolster with 3 riflemen from B to try to get that rifleman back into action. So they're going to go in the discard pile. He's not doing anything else. The Scout is going to fire at the German Scouts A over here, so he needs a 6 up. So look, an 8, so he's hit the Scouts A, so we check their hand. They haven't got a hand, we'll check their discard pile. They're not there, so I'll check their deck. So look, Rifleman Squad, little Sniper, Scout, and it's his Scout A. Oh dear, it's their better one as well, so it's, who's that? Franz Schneider, I think he's called. So I'll just give the German deck a shuffle. So good shooting from the Scout, but then he doesn't get rid of that Fog of War. So that ends the Soviet turn. So I made a slight mistake there, but rectified it, no problem. So next turn, anyway. And 1, 2, 3 and 4. Flip them over. So Bomber against a Scout. Soviets get the initiative. They've got a Rifleman here, so we pile another one onto there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at this point, halfway to their objective, their goal. And we flip over and we've got Rifleman and 2 Fogs of War. The worst that could happen. Rifleman A, this is. So we're going to get him then to shoot at the Scouts A. So he's 1 away, and he's got a defense of 5, so that becomes a 6 because he's in the 0, he's in the open. 8, so that's a hit. So we check their hand. No, he's not in there. We then check their discard pile. Sword leader, no. I don't think there's another Scout in here, so we'll scout. You're looking for Scout A. For the Germans, no. So what has happened here is what happened previously when I got it wrong, is the Scout has been routed, so the Soviets can push them back to wherever they want to. So they're going to put them back there, out of the way. If he gets another hit before they get any cards into their deck, then that will be taken off and destroyed. So there you go. So that's them. Right. So the Germans then have a squad leader and also 2 Fogs of War. He can't inspire anybody because there's nobody to inspire, but he has got bolster 2A. So let's get some Scouts in, and that's the Germans done. So next turn, 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the Germans. 1, 2, 3 and 4 for those Soviets. Flip them over. The Germans get the initiative this time. And what have they got? They've got a Scout, Platoon Sergeant and a Rifleman. I think we're going to bolster, you know, with our Platoon Sergeant. Let's get some stuff going. There's not much point drawing cards at this point because I think both of them, the bombers have gone, and I would like to use the bombers. Yeah, the bombers have gone already. So he's going to bolster, and we're going to draw out 1, 2, 3 riflemen from A, because I want to get those riflemen moving as quick as I can. So we've got Scout B. He's in the middle here. I'm going to push him forward onto the house itself. Takes the Fog of War card in. That's all he can do. So he can do 2 scouting actions. So that's all he's doing. And then Rifleman B is going to, kind of sent in the wrong way. He's just going to move to there, and that's his end of his turn. Put him in cover, not thinking about the direction he should have really been coming. we've got fog of war here for the Soviets. I'm going to put that there because I've got nobody to get rid of it. We can bolster with squad A, and I think we will. We'll draw in 2 more rifles because I need them rifles to be strong. And then we've got machine gunner B. He's going to deploy onto the table. He will deploy onto a rifleman section. So there, and that's it. Into the Soviets go. Oh, and I forgot to put on that thing as well there. So they're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. 1, 2, 3 cards for the Germans. So let's quickly give this another little shuffle up. There we go, stick that in there. And then Soviets, they've got 1, 2, 3 cards, so we're going to need to shuffle and get that extra card in as well. These decks are getting a bit big. Maybe they need to thin them down a little bit. Let's just see, there we go. And a 1 there. Right, so turning over, 5 for 5. Germans retain the initiative in this turn. So let's see, a fog of war, a rifleman and a sniper. Well, should they get a sniper out? Yes, they will. They'll bring out a sniper. He will deploy where a rifleman is. So let's put him over here. That's all he'll do. Then fog of war will get rid of that because the rifleman can't get rid of it. Rifleman A, though, can move. But again, once again, I should have come down here with the scout, and he's just going to move here. And I'm going to try to push my way down onto these Soviet positions. Meanwhile, the Soviets. Alright, this is what we're looking for. So we've got squad leader B. Can't bolster anybody, or can't, sorry, inspire anybody because they've only got machine gunner and A's out at the moment. So what we're going to do is they are going to bolster with a machine gunner and a scout as well. So that's them done. And then we've got 2 machine gunner A's. So first of all, they're going to deploy machine gunner A, and that will deploy at Pavlov's house. And then secondly, machine gunner A will then fire over at rifleman A for the Germans. So they are 1, 2 away, 0, but 4, and they're actually shooting. No, they're going to put down fire on. They're going to suppress them. So it's 4d6, and they need, what was it, 1, 2, plus 4, 6s up. So yes, they've suppressed them. That's 2 9s, a 6 and a 5. So they are suppressed. So they're going to have to do something to get out of that. And that's the end of their turn. And I once again, forgot to put that down, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the Soviets are 4 away. 4 more turns if they hold on. If they can move their rifleman back in, then that will double up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the Germans have really got to push this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is quite a tough one. Germans are getting a kicking at the moment. So we've got squad leader Germans against the fog of war. So the Germans retain that initiative. They have a bomber, a rifleman and a scout. Well, they're going to use the bomber to attack the rifleman here, of course. So that's 2 attacks. He's got a 4. So let's see, we need 4 up on 2 dice. 7 and a 1, yes, that's taking him out. Is there a rifleman in there? Rifleman A? No, but machine gunner. So we'll check the discard pile. I need rifleman B. Is there one in there? No. So we take one from here. Rifleman A, scout, scout, rifleman B. There we go. So there's one. Another one has been taken out by that German bomber. Then we've got rifleman B and scout A. Where's rifleman B? He's here. He's going to keep moving forward. So at least he's now in some kind of cover. And then scout A is over here. So I'm just going to play him to get him back into action again. So basically that's all that happens. So Soviets, we've got our squad leader, machine gunner B and rifleman A. Where's rifleman A? Is over here. It's the start of the Soviet turn, so we'll put another card in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the moment. Right then, so squad leader. he's going to bolster A. So I'm going to take one rifle and a machine gunner. So that's the squad leader done. We've got machine gunner B. He is over here. So I'm going to shoot at the rifleman B over here, suppressing them. So they're 1 away, 2 for the strength, and then 6 in total. So 6 up. 4, 3, 2 and a 9. Yes, so they have suppressed them at least, stopped them laughing in church. And then we've got rifleman A. He might as well just take a shot at rifleman A over here. Just a single shot, so it's 1, 2 away. But he's got a strength of 4, so that takes it up to 6 up. And 3, no effect. Fortunately for him. So, next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Scout beats the rifleman, so the Soviets gets the initiative again. Then they're onto there, so only need a couple more now. Rifleman B and fog of war, so we'll get rid of the fog of war, can't do anything with it anyway. Rifleman B, first one is going to get rid of that flag. Second one is just going to move into here as well. I don't think, I can't remember, let me just check. It says East Tower with mission marker, Soviet rifle, but no German combat markers, so we need to get rid of this scout to be able to start putting markers on there as well for the Germans, for the Soviets to win. Then we've got 2 riflemen A and also the platoon sergeant as well. I'm going to command with him this time. Draw 2 new cards. Squad leader B and scout B. Right, there we go. Scout B is over here, so he's going to fire at Soviet rifleman here. So it's 5 because they're in the same square. He's got a defensive 4, so 5 up. His first shot, no effect. Then I'm going to use the squad leader to do the same again with him. It's inspiring. 5 up, 7. Yes, he's hit Soviet rifleman B, so we'll take that one out. They are taking a hammering this time, the B squad. We got rifleman A. First off, that's the first one, is to get him no longer suppressed, and then we're just going to move him with a second one as well. Right, so still all to play for at this point. Could go either way, I guess. The Germans are on a bit of a hiding to nothing slightly, I think. But anyway, Soviets once again have got that starting gun. So we put another one down. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more turn. If the Soviets can hold on, they've got it. We've got fog of war, platoon sergeant, and a sniper. So we'll get rid of the fog of war, can't do anything. Beckham, he can't command anybody. Oh no, he can command, so I'm going to draw 2 cards. Machine gunner B and a fog of war. So we'll get rid of the fog of war. So that's what he's done, his command. Machine gunner B is over here. I'm going to try and kill these scouts. I don't want to suppress them, I want to kill them. So it's 2 plus 3, sorry, it's 1 away. 2 dice, 1 away, so plus 3 for the strength, so that's 4 plus his 5, so we need 9s up. It's going to be hard, but see if we can do it. 5 and a 3, no. Then we've got sniper. Where is our sniper? We haven't put our Soviet sniper down yet, have we? Right, so we will. He will deploy. Let's go find the snipers. There they are. And they can deploy on a rifleman. So let's put them in here, far away, so they can shoot better. And it's the Germans, 2 riflemen Bs and a fog of war. Can't do anything against that fog of war, so it's 2 riflemen. First one will unsuppress, second one will move into Zabalunti's house. Ooh, getting close. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Germans have managed to push their way up at least into one of the houses. They need to gather 3 of those markers at the start of their turn. Each tile with one or more combat points, so mission points, and a German rifleman counter can take a mission point. So they basically got to stop the Soviets. Don't think they're going to do it, because the Soviets will win next turn unless that rifleman is gotten rid of. And I think there's too many Soviet rifles in here now. They've really bulked it out. But let's see. See what happens. We've got German scouts against the Soviet fog of war. So the Germans win the initiative, at least for them. And 3 fog of wars. But they do have a rifleman on control of that. So they take one. So that actually stops the Soviets from winning. So that's pretty good. Nothing else, and then it's the Soviets, it's their turn, so they then place another one down, so they should only have on 11 now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, in fact, so they need to yeah, they need to clear off. They could hold it a couple more turns. So we've got 2 riflemen A and a scout A. Scout A is just going to fire at the rifleman A for the Germans, so he's 1 away, no protection, so that becomes a 5 up. That's a hit, so that's German rifleman A. So I'll find the first one. Scout B, 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 rifleman A. So that's him taken out. Then we've got 2 riflemen A as well. Well, we may as well just keep firing and causing casualties, haven't we? So 1 away, 0. But they've got 4 strength, and I'm going to roll both of these, both attacking. Well, I'll do one at a time because I don't know how many riflemen are in there. So first one, 5 up. Yeah, that's a hit. So we've got to find a rifleman A in here. Yes, there's another one. And then second attack, 5 up again. 4, no effect. So, God, this is getting desperate now that the Germans are actually in that position. It's really knocked the Soviets about a bit, I think. Let's just quickly shuffle these up. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then for the Soviets, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Reveal those top ones. Soviets get the initiative against the fog of war, so it's squad leader versus the fog of war. So they get to place one of these. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm losing count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1 more and the Soviets will win this. The Germans have got to get 3. So they've got a scout, machine gunner and a platoon sergeant. He's going to bolt. No, he's going to command. Actually 1 and 2. Let's get as much stuff out as possible. So we've got a machine gunner and a scout there. So 2 scout Bs, which is pretty good. Where are they though is the question. Scout B is over here. Well, they're just going to fire at rifleman over here. So he's 1. He's got a defensive 3, becomes a 4, and he is a 4 as well. So that's 8 up. We're going to do 2 attacks on him. First one, 8 up. 9, that's a hit. So that is rifleman B for the Germans. Scout A, bomber and a fog of war. He's not in their discard. So which one is it? Rifleman B. Let's find him, see if we can find the fella. Where are you? There's a rifleman B. They're just trying to cause casualties as much as possible now at this point. So that was the first scout. Second scout, same again, 8 up. 10, so yes, that's a hit as well. So we're looking once again for, so we put him in the wrong pile. Once again for rifleman B. Where are you? There's the first one. I always take out the first one that I come to, no matter what. Then we've got 2 machine gunners, B and A. So B is just going to keep firing, but it's an attack. So we're 1 away, plus 3, so that's 4. Plus 4 is 8 up on 2 dice. 8 and a 3, yes. God, Rifleman B for the Germans has taken some right hammer. So let's just see, Rifleman B, there he is. So that was them, and then we've got machine gunners A, and they're going to fire at rifleman A. So they're 1 away, they've got a defensive 4, 0 in the building itself, so that becomes a 5 up, and he's attacking them. They're both of those are cops, I'm just going to roll them again. A 2 and a 1, no effect. That's the Soviets done. Meanwhile, Germans. Right, they've got Scout A. Where is he? Right, let's push him forward. He can move 2. So I want to go 1, 2, and that is then actually going to stop the Soviets from doing it. Actually, what I'm going to do, to play sensibly, 1 minute, just realised. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the bomber to attack everybody in here. They've got a defence of 3, plus whatever defence they've got on them. So that becomes a 8, the riflemen a 7, and the gunners a 7. But the bomb attacks everybody. So snipers first of all. 8 up. Yes, 2 hits on those snipers. So check the discard pile for Soviet snipers. None in there, so he's got to be somewhere in here. There he is, sniper first. Sniper is out. Then rifleman, 7 up. Yes, that's a hit on the rifleman. This is rifleman A. Again. These poor lads. They're going to be absolutely battered by the end of this. And then finally for gunners A as well. 7 up. 5 and a 3. No. So the bomb's done pretty well. And then we're going to use a scout. He's going to go 1 and 2. Scout that area. That means the Soviets are now blocked from putting victory points into that area. And that's it. Oof. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Soviets had the initiative and it's gone over to the Germans. So let's see. So at the start of the Germans' turn, when they're in a square with these, they get to take them. Whether there's anybody else in there or not, it doesn't matter. So they've taken 1, so they're on 2 of 3 that they need now. Got rifleman A, so he is going to pile into there as quick as possible. Rifleman B will fire at Soviet rifleman B here, so they're in the same square, so it's a 5 up. So look, 6, that's a hit on the Soviets. And this is rifleman B. Is he in? Have they got one in there? No, they don't have one in hand. In the discard pile, rifleman B we're looking for. Platoon sergeant, rifleman A, no. And then we check their deck. Rifleman B. Yes, there's a rifleman B there. That quick shuffle. So that was the German rifleman B. And then we've got Scout A. He's over here. He's going to fire at the Soviet rifleman A as well. So they've got, I can't see anything, 1 plus 4, so that's a 5 up. Is a hit. Yes, it has, they've hit. And that is rifleman A. They don't have one there. Discard pile. Rifleman A. And it's one of their good ones as well, unfortunately for them. And that was the Germans' turn. So the Soviets don't get to put a marker down because there are Germans in the area. They need to get rid of those before they can do anything. So that was Scout A, get him out of the way. So we've got over here, this is a tough one, this, isn't it? Got squad leader A. He can't do anything with machine gunner B, so I was going to put that there for a second, but he can draw out at least a rifleman and a scout, so he'll do that. Then we've got machine gunner B. He can suppress the German rifleman. It's not going to do a great deal though, I don't think. I think the Germans have probably got this. But we'll see. He's going to shoot and attack that rifleman. So he is 1 away, so that becomes a 3, 4, plus 4, so 8. 8 up, 10, so that is a hit. And that's rifleman A, we said. There we are, rifleman A is another one dead there. And then that means we start another turn. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this could actually go anywhere. I thought that was a clear Soviet victory, but right now the Germans are on the brink of winning. So let's just see. Platoon sergeant against a 3, a machine gunner, so 9 against 3. Germans have got the initiative. It's the start of their turn, but they've got a bomber and a sniper, and they will then take one of these. So they have to gain 3 mission points. They have done because they've got a rifleman there. So the Germans have basically won at this point, and they're not going to. They basically, that's it. The game is over. We finished. We don't do any more. So that was a hard one, that wasn't it, for both sides. Very surprised at the Germans actually winning that. I definitely thought that was going to be a Soviet victory quite a little while ago. So let's have a quick look at what the Soviets have got coming up. Machine gunners and riflemen. Let's put those together. Let's have a look at the dead. I'm going to sort these out in a second anyway. I'll do it off camera. But let's have a look at how many losses we had. So we got Germans lost rifleman A, B rifleman, another rifleman, rifleman and A, and a scout. So the Germans lost 7 in total. The Soviets over here, they lost. They had quite a bad dues on this one. A rifleman A, a rifleman B, rifleman A, and a sniper, and a rifleman B, and a rifleman B, and a rifleman B. So they lost 7 as well. So 7 for 7 actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out who gets replaced, who gets upgraded, and I'll do that off camera, and I'll just show you what has happened with that. So I've gone through and sorted them out. Unfortunately for the Germans, they lost 2 riflemen as casualties. However, they were able to upgrade a rifleman and a machine gunner as part of the end of the turn. So that's their deck as it stands now, and these will then go into the casualties. This casualty pile is getting quite big as well for the Germans. You can see here quite a number of them have either upgraded or have been shot dead. Soviets on the other hand, fortunately for them, they only lost 1 rifleman. However, he was a good rifleman as well though, so they've lost this chap. He was an upgraded one. He fell by the wayside, but they've been able to upgrade a rifleman and a sniper as well, so they will then go into that pile. These go into the Soviets discard pile, wherever it is. Here it is. So these are the Soviets ones here that have already been shot up and gone, so you can see quite a few bad casualties in there, so stick those together. Right, well that ends that. Just to show you as well, game state, we are on to game state 4B. The Germans won that, so they have taken control of the 9th of January square, and that ends the game. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back again with another game of Stalingrad at some point in the future. Not sure when, but just keep your eyes on the channel and there'll be another one soon. In the meantime, do hit that subscribe button and hit the like button, and let me know what you think of the game, and I'll see you in the next Storm of Steel video.